Let us hope 2021 is far better than 2020 for all of us. 2020 was an annus horribilis, as Queen Elizabeth would have put it. The entire year went waste. We could nothing much. And in a year which the rich got richer and the poor got poorer. Lot of you would have lost jobs. Lot of you would have cut in salaries. And lot of you who are professionals would have suffered a loss in income. But all that is past. A new year begins. So let's start a new year with some good news. But before I do that, I want you to hit the like button of this video. I want you to subscribe to my channel, persuade your friends and relatives to do the same, and turn on the bell notification of my channel so that every time my video is uploaded, you will get to see it. Today, I wanted to talk about a startling development that happened last year. India has been largely a socialist country, a country with a mixed economy where the state controlled practically everything. Over the last 20 years, the government has listed all its companies one by one in the stock market. But since government companies barely run badly, there is no way they can create value for shareholders. In fact, I have asked many of my clients to knock off public sector stocks. But I never thought a day would come so quickly that the government's total ownership in the stock market will move to second place. Well, the unthinkable happened last year on December 31st. Tata and Sons, one of India's oldest corporate houses and more than 150 years ago old, has now become the promoter of the largest group of listed companies. There are two ways you can measure this. One, by the amount of stock that Tata and Sons holds in these companies, their value, and then the total market capitalization of their companies. In both measures, Tata and Sons has decisively overtaken Government of India. This year has not been rosy for Tata and Sons. Three of their largest companies have been in serious trouble, and N. Chandrasekhar has been busy firefighting. Tata Steel is still struggling to get rid of the chorus that it took over in 2008, and it proved to be stone which is dragging them below water. They tried their best to merge it with Tyson Group. The European regulators did not allow it. Now they are in the process of dividing their European operations into two, the profitable Dutch operation and the not so profitable English operations. And the Dutch operations will be merged with a Swedish steelmaker who is also in talks to acquire some assets of Tyson Group. But notwithstanding all these debt problems, Tata Steel had a remarkable year because the amount of printing of notes by all countries in the world made sure that the prices of steel and all commodities would go up. Steel prices reached a 7-year high, 2-year high, copper a 7-year high. This really boosted Tata Steel stocks, which was languishing in the 250s to way above 600 rupees when I last checked. This means Tata Steel has turned the corner. At one point, the total debt of Tata Steel was higher than their market cap. Same way, Tata Motors was in serious trouble because their mainstay commercial vehicles consistently doing badly since 2015 as the commercial vehicle cycle turned against them and their debt was killing them. Their cars were doing pathetically. Jaguar Land Rover seemed to be the only positive bright spot. The COVID pandemic made sure the Jaguar Land Rover vehicles will also not sell. Even Tata Motors' market cap was far below their debt. The chairman, N. Chandrasekhar, in the last annual general body meeting, said in 3 years he would make Tata Motors net debt free. Also, fortunately for them, passenger vehicles, which was spun off as a separate company, did well in sales and firmly resecured their third position behind Maruti and Hyundai. But all this did not help Tata's. What saved Tata's this year was the magnificent run in two companies. Tata Consulting Services had a great year. Their stocks went up by 33%. a remarkable rise for an already overvalued company. They were able to buy back shares, thus boosting earnings. And since Tata and Sons itself owned 71% of TCS, they took full advantage of it. A generous dividend was given by TCS. Next came Titan. Titan share prices really rallied this year as gold kept going up. Titan's earnings through Tanishq also went up, and Titan did extremely well. Apart from that, Tata Consumer, their company with brand which launched the Starbucks coffee brand in India, has done extremely well this year. The crowds at Starbucks can show us how well that company is doing. Not only that, they bought some dull and consumer brands from Tata Chemicals, giving that company much relief in debt. Tata Consumer is one of the fastest growing brands in India and thus has done very well in the stock browsers. But the silent star, not yet list of companies, has been Tata Communications, the erstwhile VSNL shares. This share has gone up more than 100% and is now trading at 1300. So Tata's miserably failed in the retail end of communications industries have done remarkably well in wholesale B2B business. All this put together has meant that Tata's holdings in their listed companies is 9.28 lakhs crores, up 34% from last year. The government's total holding in all its public sector companies listed is gone down to 9.24 lakhs. The government companies have been battered in this market and their total holding has dropped by 19.7%, while Tata's rallied to 34%. In terms of market cap, Tata's are 15.6 lakh crores market cap, up from 11.6 crores. That means their market capitalization has expanded by 4 lakh crores. The government of India's market cap is now 15.3 lakh crores, down 18.6% from last year. This list includes State Bank of India, IRCTC, and other important banks. What does this mean? That private companies are better run than government owned companies. Like Hindustan Zinc and VSNL are doing far better after being sold directly to companies which were interested. Similarly, instead of managing these PSUs, the government will be better off selling them and will generate better value once for all. Thank you for watching. Be rich. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification. If you use Kindle, you can buy the book using the Kindle link given below. If you want a hard copy, send a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would get in touch with you. At the very end, if you want to get in touch with me, please send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. I am grateful for your support of Berich.